I just want to give a review of this this Geertop Ultralight tent. I just purchased this. I purchased this last year, but I haven't had a chance to do a review on it. And I thought I finally get a chance to get out here and review this tent. Basically, it's a trekking pole tent. So you use your trekking poles to set up the inner tent. I use the inner tent. You don't have to, but I like to because I want to keep the critters off me. And it has, the newest version of this tent has 2 mesh doors, which allows you to access to both sides. And then in here, basically the trekking poles go into pockets, which then go against the top of the fly. And that works really well. The 2 mesh doors are really important because when you're trying to dress or undress or do anything inside the tent, it is narrow. You do feel that it's one of these diamond-shaped tents, and you do feel the narrowness. So opening those doors really helps. The tent seems pretty waterproof. It was a little rain last night, and it's, we're doing okay. It's a little water pool at the bottom here, but we're doing great. No water got in on me. I've modified it a little bit with some stretch cord to give it some good ventilation. Those are just modifications I made. Right now, the tent with the changes I've made, adding I went to some needle aluminum stakes, and then I used adding a little bit of stretch cord to it, and having a plastic ground sheet under it. This tent goes to the weight goes up to 2 1/4 pounds, but for that weight, it's pretty good for a tent that you're going to spend $100 on. That's not bad. And then you've got a really good vestibule underneath. You could actually cook under there if you had to in an emergency. And there's a lot of nice vestibule on the side here for storage of stuff. So you definitely could ride out a storm in this tent, pretty comfortably. I have sprayed it, of course, like I do all my tents. I did spray it with Camp Dry. All the seams did come sealed, which is pretty great. It did come with stakes, but I didn't like them that much. They were a little on the heavy side. They were aluminum, but I thought they were a little heavy, so I went to my aluminum needles. I suppose you could get a tiny bit lighter if you went to titanium, but I don't want to spend that kind of money. The aluminum needles are pretty inexpensive, and they're pretty light. All right, but I'd say overall this is a really great 3-season ultralight tent for solo. The weight to price ratio is excellent. I mean, $100 for a 2 1/4 pound tent, that's pretty amazing. For that kind of weight, you can spend a lot more money. I was able to get it off Amazon. It only took me about a couple weeks to receive it. It wasn't too bad. But I think overall this is a really great tent, and I'd recommend it to anybody who's starting out, who just doing some solo stuff, and they want to just make sure they want to do ultralight. Because there are some disadvantages. It is a tight tent. It's not a big spacious tent. That's not ultralight. Ultralight, you sacrifice a little bit of comfort to gain that weight loss. So anyway, if anyone wants to give me any comments or any questions about this tent, I'd be happy to answer them. It's a really great tent. I'm really enjoying it. And I'll see you guys on the trail. Bye-bye.